Let's talk about Zach Wilson and the New York Jets. Zach Wilson is a much improved quarterback this season so far than he was last season. Right now, Zach Wilson has made a lot of good plays and a lot of good throws, and he hasn't had that many costly turnovers. I understand what happened in Kansas City Chiefs game, and let's dissect that game. I waited a couple weeks to make this video. Against the Kansas City Chiefs, he had his best game in the NFL. He looked very good in that game, and he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. He had 245 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a costly fumble that hurt them late in the game to basically where the defense could not stop the Chiefs. It was a lot of questionable play calling coming from the defensive side of things, and also the referees did not help. It was a holding on Ahmad Sauce-Gardner when it was an interception that would have went their way, and the Chiefs go on to win that game. But they had 2 red zone trips that resulted in drops that would have went for touchdowns. That's not on Zach Wilson. And Zach Wilson making a lot of plays to evade pressure and get inside and outside the pocket. One thing about this offensive line, they're not doing him any favors. And I've been tough on Zach Wilson before. I still don't believe that he's a franchise quarterback, but how he's been playing lately, it's been good enough to get this team by. They competed very well with the Kansas City Chiefs, and they almost won that game. Sadly, almost doesn't count in the NFL. And then you look at the Denver Broncos game. He did throw a bad interception late in the game, and thankfully the defense was able to go out there and get a forced fumble off of Russell Wilson, take it to the house for 7. They win this game 31-21, but everything is not what it seems. They had 5 red zone trips against this Denver Broncos team. A lot of it was negated back to field goals because the offensive line was holding. And then you go into a 1st and goal, but you're from the 15-yard line. Another one was a drop in this game. Another one was another holding call in the offensive line. And right before half, it was a debacle. Now, that is on Zach Wilson. I know a lot of people saying that's on Nathaniel Hackett. You have to know the time in that situation to snap the ball, spike it, and take your 3. So they missed out on points in that situation as well. Little things that Zach Wilson need to clean up on, but he is much improved this season from last season. I still think that he has a very long ways to go to being the face of the franchise with this team. But you have to look at this with Zach Wilson. He's been through a lot, from playing horrible his first 2 years with this team to trying to bring it into a brand new system. And I look at Nathaniel Hackett. He's been very good so far. I know a lot of spectators saying that he's being too conservative. You have to be in this type of situation with Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is very sporadic when he deals with pressure. That's when bad decisions happen, when he goes outside the pocket. And the offensive line and pass protection is horrible. But they have a very strong run game with Breece Hall. I would love to see them run the football more with Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook to open things up. But when they come out on 1st down, they run the football. On 2nd down, Zach Wilson has been good when throwing the football to guys like Garrett Wilson or Allen Lazard. He's been very good in that situation. I like what the Jets have done offensively, but they still have a long ways to go. All they need for Zach Wilson to do is not turn the football over and not cost them games. If he's about to take a sack, throw the football away. Do not put the offense in harm's way. That's all that Zach Wilson has to do. The Jets defense also has to be better as well. They've played a lot of good games so far, but what happened against the Dallas Cowboys can't happen every week. They played a very good game against the Kansas City Chiefs, but I really would have wished they would have found a way to stop them late in the game. I understand the referees and not helping with the holding call, but if they were able to just stop Patrick Mahomes from scrambling from that 1st down and basically giving them the knees to end out the game and run off the clock, it would have been in a very good situation to possibly get the ball back to Zach Wilson and give him a chance to go out there and do something with it. So they already have come out. They've beaten the Buffalo Bills. They were in close contention with the Kansas City Chiefs, and they just beat the Denver Broncos. They have a hard schedule ahead of them. They have the Philadelphia Eagles, which is going to be very tough, and for this offensive line to hold up against that pressure. The New York Giants, which, in my opinion, should be a win. The Los Angeles Chargers, another tough team. The Las Vegas Raiders should be a win. And you face the Buffalo Bills again, a team that you already beat. It took the defense to play on Superman mode, and it also took the special teams to get a punt return as well. So the Jets have a long ways to go, but it's not all doom and gloom. They can win some football games. All they need is for Breece Hall to continue to be one of the best running backs in the NFL, get those big plays, get the ball out of Zach Wilson's hands very early, get Garrett Wilson going, and they can be in a better situation. I'm not saying they are a playoff team. I'm not saying that they're going to be a Super Bowl team, but Zach Wilson is better this season than what he was last season. But let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this Jets team. Do you think they can make the NFL playoffs? It's going to be tough. You have the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills in your division. So let me know how you feel about him in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.